Marvel Zombies, episode 4, and of course, this is the final episode of the show. Now, when it comes to this episode being the final episode, like, you kind of knew what it was going to be. Okay, you got Wanda has the giant army. You got our remaining heroes who have survived out through the remaining episodes. They're going to fight the big army of zombies. So you have one more big hurrah of zombie glorious. Of course, this is the one with the shot. This is the one with the shot of Spider-Man whipping off like 10 zombie heads. That made everyone go, "What in the world is this? What is this? What's going on here?" Like, because it's like something we haven't seen. We haven't seen like regular Peter Parker in an MA property, and he's just doing our MA way of things. And it's fine because they're zombies, so they're dead already. It's all that kind of stuff. Anyway, but when it comes to the episode itself, like the conclusion of this story, I mean, I think what it is when you have 30 minutes of story to tell. Like, episode 1 was about roughly 30 minutes, same with 2, 3, and now 4. There's not really much time to breathe on things. There's not really enough time to just, like, have things linger. You have to go boom, 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 like, just do the bullet point version of it. So sadly, when you get the big ass battle, it just does feel like, 10 minutes, here's a big ass battle, just after the other big ass battle. We just had, the big battle between Thor and Wanda, and, the Asgardians turning into zombies. Like, we had all that. So when it comes to that point where, like, we're getting this big battle of the big army, it kind of felt a little bit fatigued. Because definitely if you're binge watching it, you just go, horde of zombies, next episode, another horde of zombies, next episode, horde of zombies, and another horde of zombies. It's just we're adding the size. The only difference is that Wanda, we know motivation. Wanda believes that she can fix the world. And she needs Amara Khan's help. She needs Miss Marvel's help to do so. Okay. That's the idea. And at the end, it seems to have the bad guy wins. But at the same time, the world is now safe because it's like, is the world safe? Did you save the world where people don't know what is actually going on? Because that's what happens. Wanda does vision, Wanda vision the Earth. The hex. That's all she did. She, made a giant globe hex. And of course the big reveal is, the world isn't saved. Everyone, zombies are still around. You got Riri Williams saying, "Hey, Amara, wake up! Don't believe it's all Wanda's spell," and all that. It is one of those situations where you're just like, you're watching it, and I don't know, maybe it's just big battle after big battle after big battle after big battle, but I was like a bit of like battle fatigued by the end of the show. It felt like I was a little bit exhausted while watching it, to be honest. But look, out of all of the Marvel animation stuff, like, probably, still X-Men 97 is probably the best one out of the bunch. But this one is okay. This one's fine. This one's, like, okay by the end of it. But, you get some gory violence, you get this, you get that, Blade being Blade again. It's so weird watching this show because they're like, "Oh, you were going to be a big thing, weren't you? Blade, you were meant to have your movie out. Eternals, you were meant to have a big deal in this, weren't you? Like, you know, there's certain things where like there's a plan and then the plan failed, and also you have a company who's saying, quantity over quality. So you have that situation going around, which sucks. But yeah, it's like escalation, but it's like you're hitting. The idea of stories is you escalate. Like it's a ladder, and you go to each level. But it feels like we're always on the top level by the end of each episode of the show. So, I mean, look, they did try to do something with it. Like, look, Marvel Zombies could be the most stupidest, gibbony thing you could actually think of. But they did try and find a way to do something with it. And I amend them on it. But anyway, comment below what you thought of this episode and the full show as a whole after I finish my cup of tea. Anyway, once again, comment below. Let me know your thoughts.